Hey, animal lovers! To fill you in on what led up to adding a rabbit all of a sudden to my pet family, last year, after I saw some rabbits up close in person, my desire for a pet rabbit rekindled because I did actually want a rabbit when I was younger, but I got hamsters instead. So after that encounter, I started planning for getting a rabbit later this year, which is a decision I am so thankful I can make. Being an adult definitely has some perks. And so I have been for a few months researching about rabbits and planning for what I would get, where I would get things, what kind of rabbit I'd look for, where I would put a rabbit and what its setup would look like. But I also looked for places I would get a rabbit. So I looked on Pet Finder and rabbitteries in this state. I couldn't find any shelters that showcased rabbits on their site, so I kind of just focused on Pet Finder and breeders. There are quite a few rabbitteries and rabbit breeders around, and so having found a place, I ended up coming upon a really cute rabbit that I just couldn't pass up. So here I am getting a rabbit a lot sooner in the year than I thought I would be, even though I'm only like half ready for a rabbit, meaning I only had the knowledge of care and what I would get, but I wasn't ready for a place to put a rabbit or anything for a rabbit. See, my original plan was to have a rabbit in my future, I guess, mini house. It's a shed where my chickens are next to, and right now I'm staying in this smaller shed. And my vision for a rabbit setup and where it would be was part of my vision for that mini house, and the rabbit would roam free in it. So I was basically going to wait until that shed was move-in ready before I got rabbits. In fact, I was planning on getting fish before rabbits. But here's what happened. I originally had in mind getting only one rabbit, but during my research I found out that it's actually good to give rabbits a companion rabbit, because our domestic rabbits originate from European wild rabbits that live in colonies. So they aren't like the native cottontail wild rabbits you see in America who live in solitary. But getting two rabbits is definitely okay with me. So the kind of rabbit I wanted was a Netherland dwarf, and having to get a second rabbit, I remembered that I also like lionhead rabbits. So those were the two kinds I would look for when looking for places to adopt rabbits. For a Netherland dwarf, I thought about getting a chestnut color because I thought it would be cool to imagine that I have a wild rabbit living in my house. And looking at this one site, I found that breeds and sells Netherland dwarfs. I saw this adorable baby chestnut bunny, but there was no way I'd pay that much money for a rabbit. And I saw this other baby listed on that page that was so cute. I just fell in love with that orange color for a Netherland dwarf rabbit. But again, I wasn't gonna buy a baby bunny costing that much. So liking the orange a little better than chestnut, I decided to look for orange Netherland dwarfs from then on when looking at different sites. As for lion heads, I found a couple breeders that breed and sell lion heads, but I wasn't very happy with their care information. My bunny care standards are pretty much the same as 101 Rabbits channel's care standards for rabbits. I binge watched like all her care videos, and I've actually been subscribed to her channel for years, and I finally got to watch her videos with much interest, and they were very helpful. So anyway, I didn't want to buy a rabbit that was from a breeder that isn't an ethical breeder. The breeder I found that only breeds Netherlands is very reputable, and their care info page is mostly up to 101 Rabbits standard. They are very professional. The website is called Redbox Farm. They have an Instagram that I scrolled through one day, and I stumbled upon a picture of a really cute orangish Netherland that was actually the father of the orange baby I saw on the website, and I honestly thought he was cuter than his baby was. He looked kind of different to the usual Netherland dwarf, and turns out it's because he has a bulldog body type, which is super adorable. I thought to myself, if they ever sold this guy, I'd totally adopt him. But why would they, right? He is one of their breeding bucks. Now on their website they do sell baby bunnies, as well as retired adult breeding bunnies, and also rescues that they take in and rehome. which are usually other kinds of rabbits than just Netherland, and the adults are a lot cheaper than their babies. So a few days ago I looked on their website just to see if they had any new ones on there and what they looked like. I first looked in the rescue page and I did notice there were a few new ones. So scrolling down, I'm seeing Holland Lops, Netherlands, mixed breeds, and then guess what I see? A lion head doe named Penelope. She isn't the color I'm looking for, which is sable point, but she's a good second choice, and being a lion head is really what I care about. So anyway, after that, I look at the adults page to see if there's any new ones on there. And now guess what I see? The rabbit I wanted on Instagram. Pumpkin Spice. The rabbit I thought would never be sold, and yet there he was. So I started getting really excited about this opportunity to possibly get my dream rabbits at the same time and from the same place, a place that only breeds Netherland dwarfs. I thought an opportunity like this wouldn't happen again, so I was really tempted to click that apply to adopt button, but I waited till morning to talk to my parents first about it. I shouldn't have looked on that site before bed because I could not sleep that night. I could not step into dreamland because all I wanted to do was daydream about these rabbits and how I could possibly get them now. I woke up really early the next morning to go see if it was okay for me to try applying to adopt these rabbits, and I got the okay to do so, so I filled out the application, sent it, and waited to see if I would be approved based on what I answered in that application. I pretty much answered every question, even though only a few of them were necessary. I did have to first come up with a place to put these rabbits in this current shed, and I did do that before filling out the application because you need to write down what you'd be keeping the bunnies in. I did figure out a place that would fit the absolute minimum for a couple small rabbits, which is 4 feet by 4 feet, and I guess maybe 3 feet tall for dwarfs might be okay. So the day I sent the application was Martin Luther King Jr. Day, so I wasn't too worried about not getting a response that day since it was a holiday. So I hoped for the next day, and I did get a text the next day saying that I was approved for adoption. And so later that day I got a call to talk about the rabbits I wanted and to set up an appointment to go meet on Tuesday the 24th of January. I don't know about Penelope though, because she isn't yet surrendered to that rabbitry, because online it does say she's coming soon. So it's likely that if I still really want her, I'll have to come back for her another day. But on Tuesday I think I will definitely be bringing Pumpkin Spice home. I did actually ask to reserve him so that no one would buy him before the 24th when I go to meet him, which I'm sure could have happened if I didn't reserve him because he is really cute. Who wouldn't adopt him? By the way, he isn't actually an orange color, it's actually called a chocolate fox color, and looking at this video of his siblings you can really see what colors he carries. So he is more of a darker orange than that baby of his, but it's close enough for me. I think his color is really pretty, and I just can't get over his bulldog-like face. So cute. He does have a brother that's available too, and he is a really pretty black otter color and has a bulldog body type as well. He would be my second choice for a Netherland, but I'm only set up for 2 rabbits, and I'm pretty sure I really want a Netherland and a lion head. So with the appointment being the 24th, I had time to order things and go shopping at stores for the things I need, at least for starting out, and for starting out in a small area for now. I'm glad that I already figured out everything I would buy and where I would buy it before finding rabbits. The YouTube rabbit channels have definitely made it very easy for me to know what a rabbit needs and what the best things are to get and what is safe and so on. So I have managed to get fully prepared for a rabbit or two in these last few days. I cleared a spot in my room and tried bunny proofing the rest of the room a little bit because I am going to try letting them free roam in here while I'm in here to watch them, because their pent area will be quite small. I did get small litter boxes and hay feeders for now. I will be making a video of showing the bunny stuff I got and where I got it here's a glimpse of the bunny stuff I got so far. By the time this video is posted, it's probably after the 24th, so it's just a matter of waiting for when I finish editing all the bunny videos coming. So yeah, I'm adding bunnies to the channel. I am really excited for this new experience and adorableness in my life. Like this video if you want to see more rabbit related videos in the future. Let me know if you have a pet rabbit or if you want a pet rabbit. Thank you for watching. Happy Chinese New Year of the rabbit. Not why I'm getting a rabbit, by the way. Have a good one and God bless. Bye. Cody, say bye. Okay. He's gonna love rabbits.